We all have moments in our lives where we question our life decisions and choices, and then appreciate life soon after the event. And for me, that event was at a theme park about a month ago. See, on the 22nd of September of this year, we went to a place called Rainbow's End in Auckland. Here's a picture of Rainbow's End. Yeah, it's quite a decent theme park. So when me and my brother and me old man got there, we walked around for a bit. We were trying to look for a specific go-kart ride. We didn't end up finding it. Can't remember all the rides in the exact order that we went on, but I think we went on these bumper carts for first, and they were quite slow. And me old man thought, oh well, let's just get some rides done, because otherwise we're going to be here all day looking for rides to go on, and then we're going to waste half the day. So we went on a gold rush ride, and the gold rush was quite a good ride. And I think we then went on the go-karts, and then that's how we got started going on the roller coasters. After that, I think we may have had a little bit of a break, and then I went on the Gold Rush a few more times, and then I went on a blue ride. It was quite a nice ride. It went up like this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That ride was quite nice. It was, my father did not like it because he felt sick after it, but I thought it was good value for money because we were going for quite a little while. Then we went on the corkscrew coaster. Now, spoiler alert, the corkscrew coaster is not the scariest ride of this video, not my near-death experience, so, keep watching. But yeah, the corkscrew coaster was a very, very good ride. It's up there. And, the corkscrew coaster was scary, and, they have this big drop, and it's like, all the way through. But then we went on, the log ride, and the log ride, I have to say, is a family favourite, for sure. Here's a photo of me on the log ride. I thought it'd be funny to, make a few poses once I realised that there was a camera down there. But, I hold that pose for a few seconds, and then it's just, wind going down. So, we went on the log ride about 4 or 5 times in our time at Rainbow's End, and, it was pretty good. Pretty damn good, I gotta say. But, and, we went on the Stratosphere. The Stratosphere. Now, the Stratosphere is a ride. There's 2 variations of the ride. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. You see, there's the less extreme version of the Stratosphere ride, and that's titled the Less Extreme. And then there's the High Extreme, or Most Extreme, I can't remember the name, but an extreme version and the less extreme. Now, we went on the less extreme because, and my father, the less extreme was, all right. My brother, of course, he's not a big roller coaster fan. His favourite ride was the log ride because, can't blame him. A guy who doesn't like roller coaster rides, and the log ride was probably one of the most peaceful rides out there. But, so my brother sat out and watched as we put our lives in danger, and we went on the Stratosphere. Now, keep in mind, this is the less extreme. And the less extreme was, scary. It was like, you're holding on to your straps here. So we're here, right? And we go up, that way, kind of scary, and it's like, oh crap. So then we have a break, and then we go to I think we go to either laser tag, where we're shooting each other and other people with laser tag, and then I think we go to this, we put these glasses on and we shoot things at a screen, and that, I've got to say, that was a disorientating experience. I hated it. I was disconnected from reality after that for about 20 minutes after. So, yeah, would not recommend that one. It's basically you're just shooting at a screen. But, hey, my old man obviously enjoyed it because he got first place in things that he shot at. So, yeah, obviously he enjoyed it, but it was disorientating for me. So, yeah, anyway, so after we went on that, my old man said to me, my father said to me, he said, oh, I think we should go back and go on the extreme ride. Now, when I heard this, I was like, really? You really want to go on the extreme ride? He says, oh, I don't want to look like pusses, because, there wasn't many people on the extreme ride, and we soon found out why that was. Keep in mind, this was my old man's idea, and he says to me he didn't want to look like a pussy. He didn't, because he thought we'd look like pussies because all the girl, But also keep in mind that there was hardly anyone in the extreme version, and there was like lots of people in the less extreme. So, then we went on the extreme stratosphere ride, but this time on the extreme level. Remember at the start of the video when I said you question your life choices? Well, as I was getting strapped into that ride by the roller coaster ride attendant, I was questioning my life decisions. Now, on the less extreme version, it was more of a gradual, But on the extreme version, I thought it was going to be more of a build-up, but I was wrong. And before I get into fully how the stratosphere felt, I just want you to know that it is a known fact that this ride is it's only one of 4 other rides of its kind in the Southern Hemisphere. I'll pull up that information right here. Right here. And click, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. So, let's get into it and talk about it. And my experience. So anyway, as I was saying, it wasn't a gradual one like the less extreme. It was actually more warm. And now you're about to find out what the ride is fully about. So we went up that way, and I got to be honest, I was screaming and I was the most of the time, like I'm telling you, like 90% of the time, I was just, God, I accept you as my Lord and Savior. Please save me. Please save me. Please. That's 90% of what I was doing on that ride, guys. I'm telling you right now. But yeah. Anyway, so gradual. Oh, whoa. Now, this ride, I want to tell you a little bit about this ride. So in the thumbnail I'm going to create for this video, you would have seen that the caption in the thumbnail says 100 feet upside down in the air. Yeah. This thing goes 360 degrees and it goes 100 feet in the air. Not 98, but, got to round up, mate. Round up, 100 feet upside down in the air. So, as we're going up, my father screams to me, he's like, "Oh, F you, Luke." I'm like, my old man just swore at me. I told him that he told me that he wanted to go on the ride because he didn't want to look like a puss. That was his damn fault we're here, not mine. Bloody hell. Anyway, we get to the top, and we are upside down at this point. We are upside down, and, let me just show... I'll just put a video up here as I'm talking about it. This is not me on the ride, of course, because this is after, when we were about to leave and I was filming some other poor souls, some other poor bastards getting trapped on that ride, and it's like just laughing at them. So here's a video from my phone, and I'll just play that right there while I talk about it. So this ride goes 360 degrees upside down, and of course that's what's happening to me. The few short moments where I was opening my eyes, I saw like 100 feet up in the air, cars, roads, buildings, and this is on Auckland, so there's tons of buildings, cars, roads. I'm like, it is terrifying. So then we get to the top, upside down 100 feet in the air, dangling like this, our heads are here. I'm telling you right now, blood rushing to your head, it is really not good feeling. I could feel my skin going away from my face. I felt like I was aging at least 30 years. It was terrifying. Some people are probably going to screenshot that expression. I see you. Anyway, so 100 feet in the air, upside down like that. Why? Why was I here? I'm upside down and I'm dangling here like a frickin'... And because my old man, because he's bigger than me, he fitted into the seat properly. But I, however, was smaller. That, of course, meant that I did not. You see, when the roller coaster ride attendant strapped us in, there was 2 straps. A shoulder strap that was more secure and a little, seatbelt that went over our crotch area. Now, keep in mind, we're in a seat, and if you're upside down 100 feet in the air, what's going to happen to your body? Your good old man Newton. and his little thing called gravity is going to play a part, and you're going to start falling down. But, of course, we didn't fall down because I'm still here telling the story. But, falling down, and well, I wasn't falling, obviously, but I'm just saying. And you're upside down, 900 feet in the air, what's going to happen? Gravity's going to take its course. Natural occurrence is going to take place. So, of course, what happened? Well, because my body was smaller than the seat, unlike my old man, I was coming off the damn seat. And guess what was the only thing that was preventing me falling 100 feet to my death? 2 damn shoulder straps. I mean, God, I don't know why anyone, after going on this ride, would ever go on it again. It wasn't just scary, it bloomin' hurt my head. My head was head aching. My father had a severe migraine after it. It was a terrible ride. But I tell you what, though, one good thing that came out of this ride, I tell you what it was. That one thing is called making you appreciate your life and how precious it is. So if you're anyone that's severely depressed and, thinking of doing something to yourself, you shouldn't. You shouldn't do it. You should not do it. But if you want to, appreciate your life, go on this damn ride and then you'll appreciate your life more than anything you've ever done. God. And I tell you what, though, that Stratosphere ride messed with my brain and my natural reaction to other rides. So I went on the corkscrew ride, which is just, it's a fairly scary ride. I went on it because I went on it like 3 times. Not with my old man, of course. He went on it like once or twice with me, but I went on it like 3 or 4 times. And I went on it after the Stratosphere extreme version ride, where you go 360 degrees, 100 feet in the air upside down. And I tell you what, surprise, surprise, the corkscrew ride was like child's play. You see, while all the other members and citizens on the ride were screaming their hands off like, oh my God, we're dropping down on the corkscrew coaster. Oh, we're dropping down. Ah! We went upside down and around, and I'm just sitting there like this. And you know why? Because that Stratosphere is the scariest thing I've ever done, and more scarier than a corkscrew coaster or any other roller coaster on this damn planet. Ended up making this damn Snapchat to all my boys. Now they're using it against me for the rest of my life. My everything hurts. And it did at the time. I felt like I was about to collapse. I couldn't eat, couldn't drink. My legs had hurt, my arms were down. I was just out of it. God, people are going to screenshot that facial expression as well, because they're going to, oh, you're a freaking weirdo. Okay, I don't care, mate. Okay? Now, so, yeah, Stratosphere Extreme version. It is labelled, when I searched it up, what is the scariest ride at Rainbow's End? The Stratosphere. There's also the 50 feet drop, but I disagree, because a 50 feet drop is 50 feet in the air, not 100. So, but, yeah, everything hurted. Everything hurt after that ride. And, but I tell you what I did do. I did appreciate life, and I went home that day and said, I'm glad that I get to live on planet Earth. So, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and tell me what's the scariest thing you've ever done in the comments below. I'll see you in the next one. Luca Clock, over and out. See ya!